NEET 2025 is not what students expected. From tricky numericals to conceptual questions, this could decide hundreds of ranks this year. Welcome to Map My Tutor, I am Nimra. In this video, we will break down NEET physics questions word to word and I'll be explaining how you can prepare from today. Let's begin. Consider a water tank as shown in the figure. So we have a figure here in which it is showing a water tank. It has one wall at x is equals to L and can be taken to be very wide in the z direction. When filled with liquid of surface tension S and density rho, so they have given us surface tension and density, the liquid makes angle this much. Okay, so what they have to find? We have to find out the height. If y of x is the height, then you need to find out the relation. Now, if you see the options very carefully, it is in differential form. So, we also need answer in the differential form. Now, this you have studied in your NCERT. What does your NCERT tell? It tells about the capillary concept. What was the capillary concept? At equilibrium, the capillary concept was force per unit length due to your surface tension was equal to your hydrostatic pressure. This we all know from your capillary concept. Now, we will simply put the values. So, S rho square y by dou x square equal to hydrostatic pressure is rho g y. Rearranging this, dou square y by dou x square equal to rho g y by s. So, we have our answer, that is option B. Now, this question looks very tricky, but if you solve it with patience, it is very easy. Now, let's move ahead to next question. Try to read the question and get the answer before I try to get it. A microscope has an objective of focal length 2 centimeters. So, they have given you F0, FO, that is 2 centimeter. And they have given you eyepiece of focal length 4 centimeter. And the tube length is also given to you 40 centimeter. And the distinct vision B is 25 centimeter. Now, by seeing all this, and you should find the magnification. Now, there's a direct formula. Yes, and I hope you all guys remember those formula because it is very easy. Ray optics usually is very simple. It is directly formula based, like here. So, M equal to, this is a formula. It will be L by Fe into D by S naught. Now, let us substitute the values, that is 40 divided by 4 into 25 divided by 2. Solving this, 2 ones are 2 2s are 10 4 1, you will get 125 centimeter. So, which is the correct option? Option B is the correct answer. I hope you understood. It's a very direct formula based question. Right, moving ahead. Now, if we see this question, that third question, it is very lengthy yet very easy. Let's do it. An electron of mass and charge is given to us, moving with speed c by 100. So, speed is given to us, is injected into a magnetic field of this value and it's perpendicularly injected. We wish to apply an uniform electric field, very important, with magnetic field so that the electron does not deflect. Now, they have told you a very important thing, that is electron is not deflecting. When electron is not deflecting, that time we can tell your electric field QE, here it is electrons, so EE equal to EVD, equal to magnetic field, Lorentz codes. Now, EE will get cancelled. So, E equal to speed is what? C by 100 into B. C is 3 into 10 to the power 8 upon 100 into, what is my B? B value is given to me 9 into 10 to the power minus 4. Now, when you calculate this, this comes out to be 27 into 10 to the power 2. So, what you do? You cancel your zeros and then you do 9 3s are. You will get 27 into 10 to the power 2. Now, as it is not deflecting, your electric field will go perpendicular towards the B. So, which is the correct option? Correct option is option B. So, I hope you understood. It looks very complicated, but it is very easy, very conceptual question. Again, very lengthy question. they have given you this question so that they can eat your time. But again, if we solve it smartly, it will take less time. Let's read it first. There are two inclined surfaces of same length. Okay, ma'am. So let's make two inclined surfaces of same length and inclined at 45 degree. Mind that length is same, equal length with horizontal. Okay. One of them is rough and the other is perfectly smooth. So let's take one is rough and one is smooth. A given body takes 2 times as much as time on the surface. Okay. So in rough surface, it is taking 2 times that of smooth surface. So this is also given to me. The coefficient of mu k between this is, you need to find out what is mu k. Now let us imagine that there is a block which is sliding. You all know the acceleration here of this block. So acceleration of smooth block will be g sine theta. Yes, by resolving your vectors, you can get this. Here rough will be smooth minus with the friction. So with the friction means mu k g cos theta. Theta we know 45 degree. Let's substitute that. So g by root 2. Here also you will get g by root 2 minus g by root 2 mu k. Can I take g by root 2 common? Yes, definitely. So g by root 2 will be 1 minus mu k. So this is my AR. But we need to find mu k here. We have still not solved it. We have acceleration. Now what are we going to do? We have time and they both same length. So we know one formula from equation of motion, L equal to half a t square. As my length is same, can I equate these two? Definitely, ma'am, you can do it. So let's do it now for smooth and for rough. So half, I hope this is visible to you, half AS TS square equal to half AR TR square. Half will definitely cancel. AS is given as g by root 2. TS square equal to AR is also given to me. G by root 2. 1 minus mu k TR. Now TR I can substitute 2 times of TS. So 4 TS square. We are almost done. G by root 2, G by root 2, TS, TS. From here, I will get my mu k as 1 minus 1 by 4, which comes out to be 3 by 4. So, which is my correct answer? Okay, again, they have given in decimal, so this is 0.75. So, my correct answer comes out to be option D. Now, see, it's a big question to solve in just 1 minute. Again, if you're very sharp with your calculations, you can do it. Safe side in your 2026 paper, if you get such kind of question, keep it at the end. Don't do it initially because it's going to eat minimum 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, this is the easiest question among the entire 45 questions. The kinetic energy of two similar cars is given to you. Okay. On applying brakes, car A stops this much, car B stops this much. Okay. If FA and FB are the forces applied during the brakes, the ratio of them. Now we have all studied work energy theorem, right? In work energy theorem, kinetic energy can be equal to your work done. So can I tell work done is nothing but force into displacement? Can I take ratio of them? Yes, ma'am, definitely. WA by WB equal to FA by FB, which I need to find SA by SB, which is given to me. So WA is 100 upon 225 equal to FA by FB into SA is 1000 upon 1500. Now cancel. Yes. Do your math, you will get your answer to be FA by FB will be come out to be 2 by 3. Do we have an option? Yes. Option B is correct. Again, very simple, very easy. The current passing through this is. If you see the circuit carefully, first see the circuit, okay? In this circuit, you can see there is a sort of Wheatstone bridge happening in the middle. Yes. Let us see if it is actually a Wheatstone bridge or not. So 5 divided by 2.5 should be equal to 3 divided by 1.5 because this is the middle resistor, right? So 3 divided by 1.5. So what is it? Yes, so I'm getting 2. So which means it's a Wheatstone bridge and I can eliminate this particular resistor. When I eliminate this particular resistor, 5 and 3 will come in series. And 2.5 and 1.5 will come in series, but parallel with each other because we have a junction here. I hope that's clear. If it is not, rewind the video and see again. Okay? Now moving ahead. Let's do this. So you will have a circuit like this and still just doing this part. You will come back to the next part later. So 5 and 3 and you have 2.5 and 1.5. So this will be 8, this will be 4. So it will be 4 into 8 upon 4 plus 8. This will come out to be 32, 16, yes, 8 by 3. Now, that resistor 8 by 3 here is in series with this and this. Life is simple now. 8 by 3 plus 1.5 plus 5.5 plus 1 by 3. So how much you will get? Value as you will get 10 ohms. Exactly, we get 10 ohms. Okay, so R equivalent I got. But I need to find out current passing. So again, I know Ohm's law, V equal to I into R. So I is nothing but V by R. 5 by 10 equal to 0.5 ampere. So which is the correct option? Option B is correct. Now again, it's a very lengthy question, but they had just made this circuit to confuse you. As we all said, 2025 paper was not easy. It was a game changer, definitely because of such questions. Let's read it. A bob of heavy mass M is suspended by a light string of length L. Okay, string length is given. The bob is given a horizontal velocity V0 as shown in the figure. If the string gets slack at some point, okay, it is getting slack at this point P, making an angle theta. The ratio of the speed V of the bob is. Now, this question can be done by energy conservation. So, let us try to put the energy conservation. Initially, we are at here. So, we only have kinetic energy, we don't have potential energy. So, kinetic energy is half m V0 square equal to, at this point, you will have both kinetic energy and potential energy. So, kinetic energy is half mv square. Potential energy is mgh. So, we need to know the height from this point to this point. How am I going to do that? We can do it something like this. So, I'm drawing the same diagram again for simplicity. This length I know is L. This is also L. So, this will be L sine theta. So, this is my point P. So, it will be total L plus L sine theta. So, M, G, L plus L sine theta. Now, let us just simplify this. M will go, half I will multiply. So, V square plus 2G L plus L sine theta. Okay, ma'am. But I still need B, correct? Because we need to find the ratio of B and V0. We need to find B. So let us keep this as it is in a box. And let me try to find B with the help of, we will find B with the help of something like this. Let me show you. So this, you know, at this point, mg is downwards and this is the tension. There is centrifugal force which is acting in this direction. This is your theta, which is given there already. So this becomes 90 minus theta. We can resolve it into these components, that is mg sine theta and mg cos theta. Now, if you see very carefully, this is the one which is responsible for your centripetal force. So we will just equate it. M square by L equal to mg sine theta. M will get cancelled. So V square is nothing but GL sine theta. Now we are just going to substitute this into this. So V0 square will be equal to GL sine theta plus 2G L plus L sine theta. Taking common, we can take GL common. Yes, ma'am. GL if we take common, we will get 2 plus 3 sine theta is V0 square. Now we will take the ratio. V by V0 square will be, GL and GL will cancel out anyways. So sine theta by 2 plus 3 sine theta. So this is your final answer. Where is it? Okay, you will shift your root, that's it. And your answer will be option D. Again, I would still tell you, you do this question only if you have time. You do not do such lengthy question in exams, okay? The output of the given logic implementation is similar to the output of which? So which gate is this? This is NOR gate. This is NAND. And this is your AND gate. Yes, so we are familiar with this. Now I'm just going to write the equation for this. NOR is nothing but A plus B bar is with and NAND is A dot B bar. We'll make our truth table ABY 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now put your values 0, 0. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So 1 will come here. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. Same with this. 1, 1, 0, 1. So 0. So this is followed by AND, no, not in AND, or also not all, NAND or NOR. NAND also it won't be in NAND. So only left is NOR. So NOR is the correct option. So this circuit represents your NOR gate. Output represents NOR gate. Now let's move ahead to next question. The electric field in a plane is given by this. This is Ez. Ez is given to you as this. Then expression for the corresponding magnetic field is. Now electric field is given in Z direction. So definitely your magnetic field will be in X or Y. Now we have given you the phase. They have given us phase also. So this we know is resembling to Ks minus omega t. Here Kx would be minus 5, which means it's in X, negative X direction. So your magnetic field is definitely going to be By conceptually. This is how conceptually you will eliminate your options. So By means D or A. A or D is the correct answer. Now let's go with the amplitude. Only amplitude change is seen here. What is given to me? E naught is given to me as 60. B naught is what I need to find. I know B naught is E naught by C. 60 by 3 into 10 to the power 8, which will automatically come out to be 2 into 10 to the power minus 7. So your correct option is option X. See, this is a very easy question. You can do it conceptually as well. Read the question carefully. A ball of mass 0.5 kg is dropped from a height. So there is a boy, let's consider you are standing here and then you are dropping a ball down. So when you drop a ball down, the height is 40 meter. And when it touches here and rises above, it rises to a height of 10 meter. Obviously, it can't rise a lot. You need to find out impulse. Impulse is, I know, is given by change in momentum. Final momentum minus initial momentum. But now as the ball is rising back, mu will become negative. So entire thing will become positive. And hence, well, velocity is against the gravity. Again, that will be negative. Whole answer will be negative. But it will be plus because of mu. Now I take m common, which is v plus u. Now they have not given us v. I know v is under root GH. So with that I can find out. So m is nothing but half into under root of 2 into 9.8 into H1, that is 40 plus under root 2 into 9.8 into 10. So when you solve this, it's a long calculation. When you solve it, you will get 21 nanosecond. Do solve it. Do not leave it as it is. If you have any doubts in basic calculation, do let me know down in the comment section. I will surely reply it and clear all your doubts accordingly. Okay, it's a question where you have inductor and resistor. AB is a part of an electrical circuit. The potential is VA and BA. At the instant when current is 2A. Okay, current also they have given it. It is increasing at the rate of 1 ampere per second. So you need to find out VA minus VP. Here already I have 5 volts, so I can make my equation as V minus 5 equal to, for my inductor, L di by dt plus for my resistor IR. So L I know is 1, current is increasing by 1, plus current here is 2 into 2. And I have B and whole plus 5. So this is 1, 4 plus, so total I get 10 volts. Very simple, very easy question, nothing much to do in this. It's like a free marks for you guys. A 2 ampere current is flowing through two different small circular copper coils having radius 1 and 2. So R1 is to R2 is given to you 1 is to 2. You need to find out magnetic moment. That is formula based. You know what is magnetic moment? N I A. What is A? Pi R square. N is same, number of turns is same, current is flowing is same. Pi is obviously constant value, only differs is R. So mu1 by mu2 is equal to R1 square by R2 square. R1 is given to me 1 is to 2, so I can write 1 is to 4, obviously squaring. So mu1 by mu2 is 1 is to 4. I hope there is an option. Yes, that is option A is correct answer. Direct question, nothing much to do again. This is also very easy question. So yes, read it guys. Before I do, you need to do this. In a certain camera, a combination of 4 similar thin convex lenses are arranged in contact. The power of the combination and the total magnification is. So, they are telling it is arranged axially, which means they are arranged something like this. Okay, and this is your camera. And it is arranged something like this. So, power, focal length we know, we will take 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 plus 1 by f3. Similarly, power will also become p1 plus p2 plus p3. As they all have the same power p, it will become 4p. Now for the magnification. So magnification will be the product of all the magnifications. So that will be m, as it is 4. Here also you can write down 4. It will be m to the power 4. So 4p and m4, which is the correct option? 4p and m4. Option C is correct. This looks very tricky, but if you know just one formula, you can solve this question. An oxygen cylinder of volume 30 liters. Let us convert first and write the given part. 30 liters, 10 to the power minus 3. Has moles, 18.20. After some oxygen is withdrawn from this cylinder, pressure drops to 11. So pressure is in atmospheric pressure. I want in Newton meter. So 11 plus 1 into 1.01 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton meter square. So this will become 12 into 1.01 into 10 to the power minus 5. I'll keep it as it is. You will see it in the calculation part. At temperature 27. 27 degree in your Kelvin is 300 kelvins. The mass of the oxygen is withdrawn from the cylinder is nearly equal to. You need to find out the mass of it. Molecular mass is given, R is given to you. And this is plus. Okay. Which is given to you again. So all these values will be given to you. So you need not by heart them. Okay. Now, the formula which I was talking about is mass of the oxygen is equal to change in moles upon molecular weight. So change in moles can be written as N1 minus N2 and molecular weight. N1 I have, N2 is not there. So we need to find out N2. Ma'am, how we will get N2? We can get N2 by ideal gas equation. So I know what is my ideal gas equation? PV equal to nRT. P2V2 N2 RT. Okay. Take N2 one side and other side. So what I will get? Substitute your values, substitute all the values which you have, that is 12 into 1.01 into 10 to the power 5. Volume 30 into 10 to the power minus 3 upon R, which is given to me 100 upon 12, and temperature which I know 300. Children, solve this. Okay, don't skip it. Solve it. You will get your answer to be 14.5. Now nothing, you just need to substitute back in this. So when I substitute back in this, I am drawing here M equal to 80.20, which is my N1, 14.5 into molecular mass, that is 32. When you do this, you will get your answer in grams. Convert it you will get answer to be 0.116 kgs. So correct answer is option C. Again, very time consuming, but if you know one formula, it's easy. Yes, so in this question, in some appropriate units, time position is given to you as this, okay? So I have a relation x square plus x. I need to find out the acceleration. Double differentiation is the first thing that should click in your mind at this point. Let's do it. dt by dt equal to 2x dx by dt plus dx by dt. 1 equal to 2x plus 1, I took common, dx by dt. Keep your dx by dt one side because that is what we need to double differentiate. Now double differentiating this, what you will get? We will get minus 2 upon 2x plus 1 whole square, then differentiating x again, dx by dt. I know the value of dx by dt is this, so I am going to just substitute here. Minus 2 upon 2x plus 1 whole cube. Do we have an answer? Yes, we have option B is the correct answer.